Better than we do now. Why haven't we dug more than a mile or two down?
So I think the deepest borehole ever is in Russia. And they dug it because the Americans just had gone like 5 miles. And so they went like 7 or 8 or something like that.
7 kilometers.
And it gets very hot down there, and the length of the drill bit is a whole thing.
So make the hole wider so the drill doesn't have to be at the top. Right? Like if you could lower if it's 7 kilometers and you could get them at the drilling apparatus 5 kilometers down, like,
you're talking about making
a bigger hole. I'm talking about doing something cool. I don't want to fucking get a pencil 7 kilometers deep. I want to go 7 kilometers.
I think it was like, roughly the size of like a pie plate or something, the borehole.
Right. You'd think it would have to be wide enough to be strong, but not so wide that the job gets harder.
I don't remember exactly how long it took for them to go as far as they went, but they didn't do it in a month. Like it was a long process of like drilling this thing out the way I remember it. And the temperatures down there were pretty absurd. Like it's getting hot. I want to say the Earth's crust is like 10 kilometers thick or something like that. It's probably more. But then you get into the mantle where you're dealing with like molten rock, right?
And that's a way bigger layer. Yeah.
And that's way bigger.
A place where the crust is at its thinnest. Just making that up. But
bottom of the ocean, probably.
Maybe.
Or the Marianas Trench. Or
Death Valley. I don't know. Maybe that'd be an easier place to do it. But I don't know what makes it hard. Does water make it hard? It's got to. Does Death Valley? Maybe
I think there's nothing to achieve. I think that's the main thing. Because even when the Russians did it, it was literally like a dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a source of energy. There's some heat down there that doesn't run out.
I mean, there is.
Right? And then, like in 2150, we're like, we have to stop global cooling. Well, the Earth's not as hot.
We will. If the center of the Earth cooled, we would all die. It's the spinning of the Earth's iron core, I believe, that creates our like magnetosphere or whatever that keeps us from being bombarded by like radiation and solar rays and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we all that's one of the things when they were talking about like various planets in the galaxy and how like no, that one can't support life. And they're like, well, why? Well, it doesn't have a metal core. It doesn't have a magnetosphere. It has nothing to shield it from like the evil that space is full of that would just nuke bacteria.
The scale of things can be hard to get your head around. I was thinking if we harnessed the heat of the Earth to use as our energy source, would it somehow run out? Would it somehow be a bad thing? Would we decompress the middle? I don't know. Or maybe the scale is so huge, humanity could never, ever